I'm taking the strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 183 of the Strap SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know the drill by now. Before we kick off the episode, my usual housekeeping message of head over to our Instagram page, which is Strap SZN Podcast, or our Twitter page, which is Strap SZN Pod. It's a link in the bio on both of those pages there that will take you to where we're situated at streaming-wise. We're on all good streaming platforms. Just hit the link, pick whatever you fancy, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and then Bob's your uncle, guys. Take it from there. Flowz, how are you doing? Good?
I'm good, bro. Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. This week, it's a bit of a dry week, to be honest, Flowz, in the boxing streets. Let's be real. I mean, usually there's something for us every week, but this week, not really much. I mean, to be fair, Flowz, today, we should have been discussing and reviewing the Tyson Fury Alexander Usyk undisputed.
Yes.
That was meant to be this weekend. Obviously, I left a huge gap in our weekend. Obviously, we got the news of that being rescheduled came time ago, obviously, Flowz, but it kind of, made this weekend a bit like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, we should be sitting here now, Flowz, discussing undisputed heavyweight champion for the first time in the four-way era.
I was thinking, I swear this
try, right? Yeah.
This call was meant to be live. And I was thinking, what happened? Like the last 2 weeks has been no big cards really, but yeah, it's because of that one.
Yeah, that falling through, it just kind of killed a lot of momentum, Flowz. It's been a bit. So last 2 weeks have been a bit iffy. Look, it is what it is. It's funny because did you see they released the gloves? The face off between the two of them, even though it's been rescheduled. They dropped their little face off thing, obviously, just to try.
I haven't even seen it.
I haven't watched it either. I don't even want to watch it if the fight's not even here yet. Yeah. But I guess just to keep the anticipation and momentum going, it's like, okay, cool, we'll drop it. We'll feed the fans, and then hopefully they just wait till when is it? It's coming. It's what, March, I think, end of March or something. Yeah,
I saw a clip of it. I think it might be April.
Okay,
push back to April. Yeah. Or even May. Anyway, but I saw. I did see a clip. I won't say I haven't seen it. I saw a clip of it where Tyson mentioned his earrings, and you should explain where he got the earrings from.
All right. I mean, to be honest, I don't even think I want to watch because of the fact that, see, those face-offs and gloves-are-offs and, face-to-face, they're entertaining when the two fighters can actually have a back and forth. And unfortunately, no shade to Usyk, but obviously the quality of his English, it not being the level for him to actually have a proper back and forth with Tyson, it doesn't really hit the same, to be honest, Flowz. I mean, yeah. But yeah, knowing me, I'll probably end up watching it. But yeah, as I said, Flowz, But as I said, Flowz, we should be discussing that now. We should have talked to, have seen a new undisputed heavyweight champion in the four belt era crowned this weekend, but it's been robbed for us for now. Anyways, but in terms of what happened this weekend, Flowz, there were a few let me not say minor fights, but there was one card over in America, New York, Madison Square Garden. O'Shaki Foster, he defended his WBC. He's got the junior lightweight title in a fight against Abraham Nova, who's he's not undefeated, but he's a Puerto Rican fighter. That was a split decision, Flowz, and from what I caught of that fight, I am due to watch that fight in full because of just the fact that it was a really good fight, really competitive from round 1 to 12. Both fighters going at it, really, really exciting fight, and yeah, close fight as well. And in the final round, O'Shaki managed to drop Nova in the final round, and that might have swung it. Well, that swung it for him. Basically, that knockdown saved him. But yeah, really good fight. I do plan to watch it. And on the undercard as well, something I think we might have mentioned him once or twice. Up and coming, featherweight. I think he's featherweight, but fighter. Oh, he's 130, I think. Bruce Carrington, Shushu.
I saw that knockout.
Really good knockout from him. Fantastic knockout, to be honest. Good fight against a guy called Torres, who had only one loss, I think. Seemed like a good fighter as well. 4 rounds, Shushu took him apart, got that stoppage, and he's kind of put that 130-pound division on notice. So I like Shushu as well. He's quite charismatic, Flowz. I don't know if you saw his post-fight interview.
Tyson.
Dropped the Tyson thing as well. Proper New Yorker. Nah, I like him. He's a good talker. Gave a lot of respect to his opponent as well. He's definitely one to watch as well for the 130-pound division. He's definitely up and coming. So that division's that's never rated division, isn't it? I think it is.
Yeah.
130. So. Yeah. Nice division there, actually. Good division. Because we saw the scrap the war that Constant Sow and Navarrete had. Navarrete always seems to be an amazing fight, anyways. But nice. That's a real nice division. Might be a bit too soon for Shushu, but he should keep doing what he's doing. I like him for sure. But yeah, that's all that happened really, Flowz. And then if we fast forward to this week, again, there's not really much. Probably say the biggest card I can see. Obviously, you've got Nakatani, who, listeners, you remember, he's the winner of our Knockout of the Year 2023. He's defending his belt against Alexandre Santiago in Japan, Tokyo. It's a nice little homecoming fight for him. But Matchroom DAZN also have a card. Edgar Berlanga, Flowz. He's up against Padraig McCrory, undefeated Irishman, 18 fights, 9 knockouts, I think, 0 losses. This will be Berlanga's 22nd fight, I believe, Flowz. You know what, Flowz? Berlanga kills me, because obviously, Flowz, he went on that magic 16 fights, 16 KOs, and he captured everyone's attention. The hype was like, oh wow, this guy's a machine, monster, blah blah. And to be fair to him, obviously we highlight them on the pod, we picked him up, because he wasn't just stopping guys who are used to getting stopped. He was stopping guys who had never been stopped before, right? Guys who've never been knocked out, never been dropped or whatever, and he was able to stop them. So you got to give him respect there. But Flowz, he hasn't stopped anyone since that 16th fight. He hasn't stopped anyone since 2020.
He's gone through hell. He's gone through hell. A lot of those fights.
And we did say that, okay, but once he ups the levels, we have to then see, because we could see that obviously he's still very raw, young, and when you're knocking guys out in 1-2 rounds, you don't learn much, right, Flowz? You don't really gain much. So him then going through, I think one fight he got dropped, another fight he was going through hell, Flowz. And do you remember he got so frustrated he tried to bite the guy that the ref didn't see. Do you remember? He got fined for that. Yeah, and he got fined and he got 6 months suspension for that. Yeah, and he only did that because he was struggling in there. So he's been, since that 16th fight, Flowz, and obviously I think since then a lot of the hype has cooled on him and died down in it, Flowz. And a lot of people will say, "Yo, Berlanga ain't it, man. He ain't that guy." Obviously, he's signed to Matchroom since then, Flowz. I think this might be like his 3rd fight with Matchroom now. He's been with Matchroom for might be his 3rd fight now. I think, obviously, Eddie's not idiot. I think he and Matchroom team knew as well, like, this guy, because at the time when he went 16-0 Flowz, they were saying this guy is next up for the title, put him in there with the big guys now, like, he's ready. Yeah. And we were like, no. We were like, no. And obviously, I think Matchroom, they're not idiots. They know as well. And they knew themselves, yo, he's still raw. He's not ready yet. We'll take he's only 26. We can take our time with him. We've got time on our side. Let's move him up accordingly. And it seems like it was the right decision to me, Flowz, because obviously we saw he's been through hell. But this Padraig McCrory, I'm trying to think of, let me see who he's got on his resume. I might recognize some of it. I think I do recognize some of his opponents. But he should potentially be a stiff test for him. A stern test, anyways. McCrory he fought Periban. I recognize him. That's back in 2022. Periban's quite old, I think. Okay, it's just Periban, really. That I recognize on his resume.
What's his record again?
18 fights, 9 by KO. Undefeated. 35 though. He's not young. He's fought loads of British guys, but like these are British guys that I don't know, really. Steed Woodall, Mickey Ellenson, Lewis Van Poich. I don't know if he's Brits. He's a Brit, but I don't know him. So
interesting career. 35, 18 fights, undefeated, but not really fought anyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I should win then.
I was gonna say it's an opponent that Berlanga should be set up to beat and look good against, but would offer still enough test to at least give him some rounds, if that makes sense, Flowz. But yeah, as you've seen, Berlanga has struggled against some guys who we felt he should be smoking. So we'll see what he's like. But yeah, Berlanga should really and truly should be winning this. He'll probably find it tough in portions, but he should come through this. On the undercard as well, Flowz, Andy Cruz. Obviously, match are going to churn them out as quickly as they can because they're looking to set up that Keyshawn fight at some point still. So even because I'm sure Keyshawn will have something to say, even though he's got his eyes focused on Teofimo right now, he always has something to say. But yeah, Andy Cruz is also on the undercard. I think he's chief support of the evening as well. So yeah, that's it for fights next week, Flowz. Like I said, it's not much. It's the week after when I think we're back in business with the big fights or like the proper important fights. I think, what do we have now? I think Amanda Serrano's the week after. And then the week after that, it's AJ and Garnu. So yeah. Maybe it's good that boxing has a little bit of a lull right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. We'll just tune in. Yeah,
we'll tune in. But apart from that, those previews, Flowz, or previews, not really previews, but apart from what's going on next week, this week, there are some fights, Flowz, that have been announced recently. Some this week and some previous weeks that are worth mentioning, I think. Obviously, we have the Fraser Clarke Wardley card, which we spoke about. But I think since we spoke about it last week or 2 weeks ago, we spoke about it, Flowz. But since then, the card's really been fleshed out. Who have you got in the card, Flowz, since we last spoke?
Added on the card was Florian Marku versus Chris Congo. Good fight. Needle there already.
Yeah, they've got a long-standing beef, haven't they, Flowz?
Yeah, so that's a good fight. We've also seen the return of Alan the Savage Babbage against an opponent. I can't remember his name. Never heard of the brother, but it's good to have Babbage back. Then also announced was Ben Whitaker will be on the card and Callum Sampson. I remember I've not tuned into him, but I know he's an up-and-coming prospect. Don't think I've seen him fight. I think his name's Callum Sampson. And also we have Vidal Riley versus McCrory. Wow, confirmed on the card. So it's looking like a strong card, to be honest.
I'm actually impressed with the card, Flowz, because go on.
We criticized Sky recently. Not too long ago. I think not too long ago, maybe a few episodes ago, about how their best cards have just been strong main events, which don't need selling. That their undercards have been pretty poor, really and truly. So this is looking like a strong card from head to toe, really, with either good talent or exciting fighters who we know are going to entertain or needle fights. So it's not just a strong main event. The undercard's looking healthy too.
I mean, Whitaker, no brainer, did say that he'll probably be out again very soon. And obviously, I think for them putting him on so quickly is capitalizing on the eyes that are currently on Ben Whitaker, because obviously the eyes on him are the highest it's ever been. Like I said, the Americans in tune with him now. A lot of people were talking about his last performance. So no brainer for Ben Shalom and the team to slap him on there. And I like the Riley Lawal fight, Flowz, because if you remember when we talked about the Chamberlain Lawal fight, obviously with Vidal Riley being there in attendance and he was sort of sizing both of them up, we did say that, we want to see Vidal against perhaps, I'm happy to see him face a winner or the loser, but probably makes sense to face the loser. So that being Lawal, and then go on to Chamberlain afterwards, because obviously him and Chamberlain are already having the back and forth anyways online, as in Riley and Chamberlain. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. I like that fight. It's a step up for Riley, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because,
step up. It makes sense too. He hasn't fought anyone at this level. Lawal's a step up, but he feels he's obviously above the level. He's been chasing Chamberlain. They couldn't agree a date as such. He wanted to fight on this date. Chamberlain wanted to fight in April. Vidal's reason, obviously, he's been inactive since. He hasn't fought since, not inactive, but he hasn't fought since September. He wants to be more active than that. so he doesn't really want to wait another 4 weeks. He's technically not even Chamberlain's mandatory for it's Chef Clarke.
Yes.
So really, he's like, if we can't agree on a deal, I can't force a deal through mandatory. I won't be ordered to fight you. I'll go my lane. We can meet up another time. So I think in a while makes the most sense if you can't get Chamberlain. Either try and get Chef Clarke. Obviously,
I was going to say, even Chev is also a good alternative as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, Chev's
I want Riley to fight all three of them.
Yeah, I think they should all fight. But I think just the way the landscape looks, if Chev's going to be ordered to fight Isaac Chamberlain, then that's kind of already lined up.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, while Vidal's kind of just forced himself into the picture, by just being active. So him versus Lawal makes sense. And Ben Whitaker as well. You need to keep rolling him out. Roll him as many cards as possible.
Capitalize it, man. Capitalize. Because he's going to keep doing what he does. So you might as well start prepping the cow to be milked. You know what I mean?
Yes. Exactly.
But back to Riley and Lawal. I expect, obviously, we'll review it properly when it comes, but obviously, previous opponents, I can tell Riley hasn't really rated them. And I've commented to how his defense has been a bit slack sometimes, but I think purely because he knows he's a lot better and he can take shots. But obviously, with this being a step up, I don't think he can afford to be as slack. Even though I'm not a massive fan of Lawal, he does have a big punch. So I expect Riley to, be a bit sharper defensively against a guy who is a step up on him. But we'll break it down when the time comes.
I'll tell you, I bucked without Riley.
Tell the listeners.
I'm past. I was like, yo, because we've talked about it on this pod. I told him, look, I've invested how much stocks in you right now. I told him, world champion before the end of 2025. Well, I said by 2025, but the money I've put in is before the end of 2025. He said, He said, don't worry, you'll get your money. So
nice.
I'm holding Broski to that. So look, like we say, I've questioned because man does like 2 podcasts. He dabbles in the YouTube thing. But I know from his words that he's focused. His goal is to be a world champion. So and I think he can do it. Quickly as well. Really, I think he can do it quickly. Just needs to be active.
Yeah, I hear that. But shape up to a really good card. Look forward to it, Flowz. Look forward to it. Another fight that was announced as well, Flowz, from last week. Finally got it. Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor, 2. It's finally happening. Flowz, I know you're very happy about this one because you've been itching for this run back to happen. Just trying to have you got the date up? Let me quickly check what the date is.
It's April 27th, I believe, off the top of my head.
You are correct. Yeah, April 27th. Yeah. In Leeds. Man, I mean, this has been a long time coming. A long time coming. It happened in 2022, February 2022, 2 years ago, literally 2 years ago, when that robbery happened. I really want Jack to win this, man, because it's, I don't want this to be shades of George Groves, Flowz. I really don't. Remember what happened with George Groves when they made him lose that fight against Frock? The first time when he was cooking Frock the whole fight, he got in trouble that one time and the ref jumped in. Second fight now, rematch happened, and boom, he gets blasted out. Well, he didn't get blasted out, but he got slumped. I could almost see it happening, Flowz, but Jack's a good boxer, man. So we'll see when the time comes. We'll preview when the time comes, but I hope it's revenge. Deserved revenge as well, Flowz.
Wait, so Josh Taylor's last fight was Teofimo Lopez, right? His last fight. Mm-hmm. Jack. So get this guy out here, man.
So what are you saying? If Josh Taylor loses this, he should call it a day.
I don't think you should call it a day. Look, let's not get to
I can't lie, Flowz. Josh should have moved up time ago, man. This is the Teofimo thing all over again. Just move up, brother. He should have moved up time ago.
It's a 140, right?
Yeah, it'll be a 140. Yeah. Look, he should have moved up, man.
I think Catterall's got to be the favorite after what he done last time. After what Teofimo's done to Josh Taylor recently. But yeah, it just could be a sad story. I can also see the sad tale happening where he
bro,
legit loses and it's like, all right,
bro. Yeah.
he should be undisputed.
Look,
but he's
what I'm
never
gonna
getting to
say
touch.
is, look, we know how this thing is cruel, Flowz. This world is cruel. The sport's cruel. Obviously, yes, Jack Catterall should be favored, but don't count Josh Taylor out. He's a competitor. We know he's a fierce competitor, so he's gonna want to go in there and think, you know what, these are counting me out. They're saying I'm finished, I'm washed, chipped from my shoulder, point to prove. Boom. If he rolls back the old Josh Taylor, but yeah, we'll see in it. But yeah, it's deep. If that happens, Flowz, it's deep. It's deep. That could break Flowz. That could break a man.
Look, this fight was meant to happen before already. It's meant to happen a few times, and it's not happened. So I'm glad it's. Well, look, we'll wait till April 27th before we say. But look, I'm glad Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall gets to finish his story. In that sense,
because he can't really move on, can he?
Yeah.
Until that's
none
done.
of us. I can't move on. I can't move on.
Like that will always be in the back of his mind as well. So yeah. Hopefully, and this time as well, because the needle was heavier as well. We should get a nicer promo. Like, because the needle was heavier this time. Like, they don't like each other for real. So, so yeah, I can't wait.
Josh Taylor's gonna be so vexed in that
promo. We know what he's like as well. He's always vexed, so he's gonna be extra vexed. He's an angry Scotsman, you know. He's always angry.
He's gonna be on smoke. Catterall, just be focused. Don't let him get into your head because.
I'm just deeply. He's coming with viciousness, Flowz. Viciousness,
aggression 99. Yeah.
Oh no. But yeah, good to see it announced. Anyways, thanks. Hats off to both guys to finally, because really, true. Josh doesn't have to do this. Obviously, people will be talking in his ear. Oh, but you ran from Catterall, blah blah. You robbed him. But really and truly, he doesn't have. He's got the W in the win column already, Flowz. He doesn't really necessarily have to do this. So fan service. So shout out to him for doing that. And we'll see what happens. We'll preview it properly when the time comes, listeners. Flowz, another fight that, I haven't seen it like officially. Maybe I haven't looked properly, but I've seen the poster anyways. And it's a fight that I told you, Flowz, that was going to happen, that was talked about happening. And I remember you saying that, bro, if this is going to happen, we could have to corn a certain Ukrainian legend for ducking people. George Kambosos, Flowz, might have the best resume. Might have one of the best resumes in boxing, you know, Flowz, because he's gone and bagged himself a fight, it looks like, with Vasily Lomachenko. Poster I've seen that's been released, Flowz, it's saying May the 11th in Perth. He did say he was always going to try and bring Lomachenko over to Australia, make these big fights happen for Australia. I know George Kambosos is buzzing, Flowz, if for landed this. And yeah, the streets were talking about it beforehand, like last year. Yeah. In terms of looking for a potential opponent for Lomachenko. We saw that clip where they've asked his team, what about Shakur? And they said, no. They said, no, way too tricky. That's the Matrix 2.0. Hell no. Obviously, Shakur saw that and was obviously, Shakur doing his thing. He started, tweeting off and going crazy, calling Lomachenko a duck, blah, blah. To be, I don't blame Lomachenko and his team for airing Shakur. To be honest, Flowz, he's coming off the back of a loss. It's a rebuild. You don't go into a potentially even trickier opponent that we know he knows very well, have sparred very well, and apparently gave him hell in sparring. But that sparring, obviously, is different. You might want to go for the easy touch in a George Kambosos. And think about it, Flowz, from a commercial standpoint, what's going to give you more money? Shakur Stevenson or a big arena fight in Australia, potentially in front of loads. George Kambosos, who's a star over there, I guess. He brings the crowd out over there. Yes, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the main factor. It's Kambosos is low risk, high reward. Shakur Stevenson is high risk, low reward. That's the simplest sport. Kambosos has shown back to back against Devin Haney, they've been able to set out Australian crowds. Shakur Stevenson's fighting on Thursdays because F1's on weekend. And that's just the way it is. Like Lomachenko's can go over to Australia. He's meant to be the big name. Have it. a nice, comfortable. Well, maybe not comfortable win. Kambosos ain't comfortable. Let me not say Kambosos is comfortable because he comes to fight. He's just not as skilled as Lomachenko. Or not as skilled as Shakur Stevenson. Let's say that. Nowhere near as skilled as Shakur Stevenson. And maybe it was a fight that was previously agreed before the political whatever's happening in Ukraine and Russia, before that all kicked off. So they were meant to fight back then. So it's kind of like, okay, let's run it now, kind of thing. So it makes sense for Lomachenko. Kambosos has that win against Lee Selby.
Flowz changed his destiny.
He got changed his destiny.
Yeah, to go, in fact, back to back with Selby, then to what's his name? Teofimo. Yeah. What? Hey, he's changed his destiny. Well done. Because he wasn't meant to be fight. Flowz, he could have robbed him against Selby. Yeah, they could have. To be fair, I felt he won that, to be fair. But
he did win it.
But obviously he came over here and But Flowz, to go from that, like who would have expected him to then fight, or in his career, he wouldn't, he doesn't believe it, I'm sure, to then go on to fight guys like Haney, Lomachenko. Yeah, Flowz, he's gonna be too gassy though. He's gonna be too, you know how he talks as well, he's gonna be too gassy.
Yeah. He's already just him and Shakur been having back and forth themselves. And,
in fact, no, Flowz, the way he was low boying Shakur was rude, you know, but he was rallied, but he was
he was treating Shakur the way it was treated. But yeah, look, shout out Kambosos. He's gonna retire making good money. And he was saying stars make fights and whatnot. Yeah. The fact he's beating Teofimo, he's key. You know, he's valid for that. Like that.
Fam, I'm saying, look, like you can corner him, you can say he's not good, but the point is, Flowz, and it's going to look good optically.
Yeah.
He can easily say that, look, I fought the best because he generally fought the best. He didn't duck anyone, he fought everyone.
Yeah.
Got the valid win against Teofimo, so he became a unified champion. He might claim the undisputed thing like Teofimo. I don't think he does, to be fair, but yeah, unified champion, and he will then say 2 competitive fights against David Haney.
Yeah.
So optically, I'm not mad at it. Fair play.
Look, whatever success Teofimo goes on to have, all Kambosos is going to say Styles big fights. But yeah, I had the perfect style. I could beat, but I couldn't beat Haney because of Styles. Yeah. And he can say the same thing with Loma.
Yeah.
And look, he's always going to be a name now because former unified champion, sells out crowds. People want to take him on. So shout out Kambosos. Lomachenko makes sense for you. I'm not going to give you any credit for this one. I'm not even going to say good fight, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Shout out both guys.
I shout out both guys, and I'm looking at the poster here. I'm liking how, you know, obviously Lomachenko is the first on the poster. You know, obviously, even though it's in Australia, we know who the A side is, and that's big. That's big Loma. So well done for respecting yourself, guys, and you know, making it right. No, good fight still. That's it, Flowz, for the up and coming fights, Flowz. Fights have just been announced, anyways. One more thing actually that sprang to memory, Flowz, that I think happened this week, or you actually might have put me on this actually. Lawrence Okolie, Flowz. Is it word that he's officially announced? Is it official that he's announced to go up to heavyweight?
It's not. Well, Ben Shalom has come out and said that the plan for Okolie is to either move up to Bridgerweight to challenge for the title, or move up to heavyweight completely and start competing there. That's the plan for him. Which, listeners,
so that's go on.
After the Chris Smith loss, I came on and said that's the last option. That's the only option for him, really, truly, other than the React or William Smith rematch.
Yeah.
Because of the way the fans take to Lawrence Okolie, they don't take to, or the lack of liking to Okolie, and his fights being stinkers. The only way people are going to come out and watch him is if he goes up to heavyweight, and it's like, okay, now this is more interesting. Okolie versus Dubois, people are like, okay, that sounds interesting. Okolie versus Dylan White, okay, that sounds interesting. But Okolie versus who's Marion or whatever, no one cares for. Okolie versus
Macabre and them, man. Yeah, man. Or this other guy, the German, who's a German, there's some other random guy there now.
Even Okolie versus Jai Patai, people aren't they just think he's boring. But if he's moving up to heavyweight, people are gonna think, we could see Okolie get slumped here.
Yeah,
people want to see Okolie lose now. So
hate watching. Hey man,
yeah, that's what it is. So if it makes money, it makes sense. So that's what they're gonna have to do with Okolie now.
Damn. So that Chris Billam defeat might have been the last time we see him at cruiserweight. Damn, terrible way to go out. But yeah, man, fair enough. I mean, look, we all outlined from jump, and we knew from jump that Okolie one day would be a heavyweight. Just look at his dimensions and stuff. It was going to be a given. I didn't think, if this is the truth, this is his last fight at cruiserweight, the Billam Smith fight, I didn't think he'll come in that fashion in terms of like he goes out losing. Remember, we felt that at the time, this cruiserweight division is Okolie's world. He can become undisputed if he wants to. He can, because he's bigger than everyone else. He's longer than everyone else. The style is villainous. It's more villainous than everyone else's. So yeah, he can do that and then move up when he wants. And obviously, never expect him to lose to some like Billam Smith. No shade to Billam Smith, but I didn't expect him to lose to him. And as you said, Flowz, do a bit of a disappearing act. We haven't really seen him since. So don't know what he's doing really. But maybe he just needs a fresh start somewhere else, Flowz. Maybe. So maybe this could be the best option for him. Yeah.
It's a shame that hopefully he does have 2 more fights, or at least 1 more. I still want to see the React one. I think we're owed that one.
We need that one, bro. I'm sorry. I don't even forget the Billam Smith rematch. I need to see you two, Rec Point and Cody, this is you. You two cannot brawl on the red carpet in front of the cameras and then not give me a fight in the ring. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No. Yeah. And you two been beefing for time, even before that. So no. I need this lifetime, Flowz. I need to see Rep and Cody in the ring together. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're right. I don't need Billam Smith versus Okolie. You two were bridges, whatever. But put that one to the side. React for Okolie. Fight at cruiserweight, fight at heavyweight, bridgerweight,
wherever it is, bridgerweight. You two need to squabble. You two need to squabble up. Simple.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all I want. Because you look, don't introduce me to a vibe you can't maintain. That's what I'm gonna say with Okolie and React for. Because that rule was fantastic. We're prize fighters.
How can you say? Why would you show me something if we couldn't have it then? Yeah, you guys have to run that one. Yeah, you can't.
Don't introduce me to a vibe you can't maintain, boys. Please, I need that, boys. Random, I need that. But I think we could call it a day there, Flowz. Yeah, nice, quick and easy one. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 183 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know where to find us. Tap our Instagram and our Twitter pages. Peace.
You take it a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.